Start with Mr. White. What would you do right away to bring down violent crime and property crime in our city? You have a minute and a half.
Yes, thank you, Jessica. I believe the fundamental role of government is to keep people safe, and that's the way that I will lead. Let me talk about my plan. The first thing I'm going to do on day one is I'm going to start a new search for a chief of police. It'll be an inspirational and strong leader, one that the public can be proud of and our officers can be proud of as well. You know, we have now 50 people in our executive command staff in the police department. That's too top heavy. We need to get that narrowed down. And I want to review each one of those positions and, if possible, move them to the field so that they can be on patrol. I want to get back to what's called proactive policing. That's where officers are out on the field and they're not just responding to crime, they're preventing crime. And so, look, this has worked very, very well, this plan, because the Sheriff's Department, State Police, and the DA have been doing Operation Route 66. And Operation Route 66 it was a failure on the mayor's part because they had to take over crime on Central Avenue. But I will tell you, it's been very successful. 1,500 arrests. 15 of those arrests were for homicide-related charges. I want to start a juvenile crime unit with specialized detectives. My plan has been, I presented my plan to the Fraternal Order of Police, and I'm proud that they endorsed my plan and my candidacy for mayor unanimously.
All right, thank you, Mr. White. Mr. Keller, if reelected, what would you do right away to bring down violent crime and property crime in our city? You have a minute and a half.
Well, I appreciate that this question began with an acknowledgement that we finally have crime going down in all categories. It's just recently, it's just this year, but we know what's working, and that's why we have to continue the things that are working. But first and foremost, you have to have the confidence of your police department. And at the end of the day, that is why our police department and the officers who are out there every day have endorsed my candidacy for mayor. It's also why they did not endorse someone who actually has a law enforcement background. It's also why they acknowledge that there is no confidence in the future leadership of Darren White to lead that department, because that is exactly the vote that they gave him. When he was in charge of APD, he got a no confidence vote, almost 80% of the officers. And what's so astonishing is it wasn't even that. He also got a no confidence vote when he was in charge of the state police officers. He even got a no confidence vote from the fire department because he interfered with paramedics on an investigation. You cannot lead our city and you cannot bring crime down if the officers don't have confidence in you. And that is what they have said every time about Darren. Conversely, they have confidence in what I've been doing, using technology to fight crime, using civilianization to free up officers, making sure that we are going after drug dealers, that we're going after the sources of fentanyl, and that we're actually are doing proactive policing, something we started 3 years ago, and we now have in every field command. So it's about building on what's working and not going back to a world of no confidence in fighting crime.